here for the stream part. Baby.
I'm gonna be leaving soon to go and grab groceries and whatnot. Is there anything you can think of you want me to look at grabbing if I have the money for it?
Not anything that strikes my mind, but I'll shoot you a text, and you can always just shoot me a text if you see anything you think might be worth looking at, and I can check my notifications and stuff.
Okay, do you want to take a look at my list really quick and see if there is anything else off the list?
I already took a look at it, and I didn't see anything that I thought was missing, so I'll let you know.
And I'm probably not going to end up getting all of it, but we'll see what I can do. You're probably going to stop at like a Whole Foods or something.
That's probably a good idea. Oh, silly dokley. Whip in. Pop, pop, pop. Jujubee. Over there. See, that's mine now. That's mine. finally get this started, I had to eat some food. But we're, I think, just about ready. Did I get my Discord audio, desktop audio, blue mic? Yes. Okay, that is working. Theoretically, the game volume should be significantly quieter or louder. I don't know. I know next to nothing about that now. Hi. Get in your bed. We got Joe for the stream. Hi, Joey. Hi. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have a pet or two. That's okay. Yeah. Come chill in your bed. In your bed. Yeah, there he goes. No, you can't be on my lap though. I'm so sorry. Not right now, anyway. So right up on the bottom left corner of the screen, I have what I'm currently working on, and then I gotta do all this, blah blah blah. For the strategy that I have planned out, it needs 16 technically, but I like to be a little bit more prepared, and so I'm basically gonna go for 20. Keep in mind this is all planning playthrough 2, so I haven't even touched the actual game yet. That's why you can still see my eyes. So for anybody who has not been relentlessly tortured about this for like the last 6 to 12 weeks, I am currently trying to play this game as close to flawlessly as possible so that I can play this entire game essentially with a blindfold on. Not entirely, so I'm going to be playing it without access to the visual screen. I'm allowed to have stuff like audio, anything that I write down for notes, things like that. It's all going to be things I'm allowed to use. So this particular section that I'm working on right now is going to be helpful for the Ice Beam TM. In the older games, you could buy it from the roof and install it on City. Now you can't. You have to either win it from the game corner or spend $80,000 to buy it. The thing about this is you can't really realistically make that money, quote unquote, legitimately throughout the course of the entire gameplay. So the best way to do it is to do this. So essentially you go through the Nugget Bridge all the way up until the last guy. You save before you do that, and then you empty out your team into the PC, except for one Pokemon that doesn't have an attacking move that's a reasonably low level. And then you essentially tail up spam it. Hi. You cannot have my horchata. As a matter of fact, that's mine now. Oh, he's pissed. No, and you also cannot walk on my desk, though. Come on. This is just for you. You want me to touch you? Okay, here. That's what we're looking for. No one ever has any peace in this house, and that's why when I do other streams, he doesn't usually be in the room with me, because he's incapable of thinking and acting for himself. Will you please go lay down? You're sitting right next to the comfiest thing in the universe for you. Lay down. Joe. Go lay down. Come on. Yeah. Fine. Sit and be uncomfy. Alright, and since I've already mapped out this chunk of the game, Can I help you? Just hearing mosquito sounds. But yeah, since I've already mapped out all of this, I don't even have to count the steps anymore. I could just run, you know, like if you were actually playing the game. It's too bad. But see how we haven't beaten this guy yet? So every single time going forward that I challenge him and lose, he'll still give me one nugget, just like this. Ta-da! So, now I could just keep hitting this thing indefinitely, and because I don't hate all of you, we're not going to do all that. So I had 13 when I started, because I accidentally didn't save this correctly. I think my battery for my Switch died and I was still idling at the time, um, which is fine. I mean, it saved it up to a point where I feel like this is probably just as interesting to talk about as it is to not look at. Sorry that you have to watch it all over again, but whatever. I was hoping I could start off the stream by hitting up the Cerulean Gym, but we'll have to tackle that in another time. Alright, don't win. That's the trick. Excuse you. And the thing about these nuggets is because they're converted to cash, because they're so easy to lose as cash, they cannot be redeemed into cash until we get to the department store. So we'll have to wait for that part to be done first. That part of the game anyway, before we can actually see the 80,000 to 160,000. I don't know how far I'm going to take this, but we'll see. Let's see here. So we'll just clear this real quick. He's working on it. I think he's doing pretty good. Oh, I don't know what he's digging for, but we'll find out. Oh, we're pouting. I can't make eye contact, because the second I make eye contact with them, this is all gonna go away, so. There we go. Kind of does look like I have a mosquito's head just kind of poking out the frame. Okay, so now if we go into the bag. Alright, yep, so 15 nuggets, which means I got 5 more to go. I won't be attempting to bore all of you too much with that information. Come on. Now, I think I mapped. I did, yeah, so I actually mapped out. I don't know if you could see this, but I finished off all the way to 20, like before my Switch crashed, and I got all the way to the point where I got my team back in my party. So that's unfortunate, but not necessarily a bad thing, because it saves me some time, so I could just focus on, doing all this stuff real quick, and then I could just follow the steps, and I can show you kind of like breaking it down what that would look like. Yeah, I figured out what settling down looks like now, I take it. Yeah. Also gonna make sure. We just gotta make sure we lose to this guy again. We got 5 more of these to go. Well, okay, 4 if we count this one, but still. Lose the fight. It's not like I was gonna win. And then for the sake of monitoring everything, okay, I am the one person in there, so that's not gonna be good. That won't tell me anything. Oh, well, apparently now there's 2 people, so I know one of them's me, so unless it's me, myself, and I don't know how that works, but kind of want to move. I'm feeling like the this probably should just go over here. Yeah. That just gives me more to read. If it's visually distracting, feel free to let me know. I'll move it around. Sleeping so soundly. You're such a good boy. I'm gonna just do this one without even kind of looking at any of it. So we should... Yep. Yeah, okay, we got there. Cool. Ugh, this is gonna be a long, long road. But, that's why I'm doing it, because nobody fucking else is gonna do this shit. It's all on me. I think I passed the 5-minute mark, right? I hope. Yeah, no, it's been 30 minutes. Wait, it's been 30 minutes. Okay, I know 10 of that was just me standing around. Yeah, I had a bit of a late start because I had to put some focus towards getting my OBS stuff to connect, and that was like a whole nightmare, and it was like a big thing, but... Alright, let's see if I can... do a demonstration. Of how the map works. So I cannot see the screen. I can only see what I'm looking at on my Google Doc, and I'll show you kind of how all this works. So if we're looking at this is technically from the ooh, something just fell out in my house. Ooh, I hope that wasn't anything serious. These are the steps from the PC though. So I need to find... Actually, yeah, nope, we'll be fine. So you gotta hit B. So that. Hear the Pokemon music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you're hearing the outside Cerulean City music. And now... Here we go. So... 1, 2, 4 down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Yep, and there we go. So we just got there entirely without using visual cues whatsoever, and that's obviously a pain in the ass. I'm aware. It is so worth mentioning that I need to write down no audio cue. Because that, I was overshooting a little bit because I totally mistook how that was working. So, my god, cool. Yeah, it's a good thing we're ironing this kink out. Oh, because this would be a huge pain in the ass if I had to do this later. There's like furniture moving out there. Are we good? I sure hope so. Aren't you just sleeping so peacefully? Now we can just hit A a bunch of times. Sorry, I'm getting all kinds of thrown off right now. Normally I'm a little bit more apt at this, but I hope everything's fine. Oh, I'm just going to choose to ignore it. It's shiny object syndrome. That's not going to help me right now. So yeah, at least now we know how many nuggets we have, I guess. And I've already forgotten that number, so that's fun. Then I'll be doing this for about the next hour and 20 minutes, and then I'm going to scooch over to something a little different. I have my little schedule right over there that I can look at when I need to. Oh, that back up at the top there so people kind of know which part of this we're working on. I'm just gonna because I can right now, because I'm allowed to see the game. Yippee! Hippie! Hooray! Whoa! It's gonna be a very long game when I can't use the run function, actually, I'm just realizing. Oh no. Alright, let's try this again now. So I can't see. He has an Ekans. So I'll know it'll be my turn once it's been 3 seconds since that Intimidate theme comes up. Alright, so now to the right. A. Yeah. Cool. So it's like once you've played like certain chunks enough times, like intuitively you don't really even need to look. Like a lot of people assume this is like going to be a lot like more complicated and hard than it actually is. It's just if I weren't doing this the way I'm doing it now, I probably wouldn't be looking at the screen all that much anyway. I would just be like watching TV or doing something else. It's not overly difficult. It's just time consuming and stupid. Sorry, I am all kinds of yawn city today. I'm not handling the lack of sleep too well. Never thought I'd be rooting for my own Pokemon to die So that's kind of fun. Not gonna lie. This is why we aren't using the run function for the actual gameplay, because that right there is how we get lost. Which I would be fine doing otherwise. I might do that for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, actually. I've been meaning to do a replay of that game at some point, but I'm not going to really worry about that right now, so. And we're back to it again. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, I got some new equipment, and I'm gonna be using that to kind of make some better content. Hopefully, I've got a couple ideas for some things I want to do. If I can get my crap together tonight, I'm actually going to be able to record the audio and the video footage for what I need, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what everyone else will think. People have been exactly pretty 50-50 on it, but I want to make more of like a longer form video once or twice a week. On Tuesdays called Tasking Tuesdays, and basically what that's going to be is I'm going to be either cleaning a room or organizing or doing something to the effect of like self-care and things like that, and then as like a complete, mostly unedited, not sped up kind of footage, and then I'll narrate over it and kind of explain my working process as I go, so that when people are trying to like clean or do other things that they've been putting off, they can effectively have that on in the background of someone else also being productive, but not super sped up, because a lot of those videos only last maybe 15 to 20 minutes at the very, very, very most. And those are the people that are cleaning like whole houses, and I'm like tackling like a room each time. So I want it to be a accessible form of content for people that want to leave something long on in the background, that maybe still kind of want to keep a productive mindset going, and then also have something to listen to as they go. But it's going to be a combination of that, and then off maybe in the corner somewhere, or spliced intermittently throughout the video in chunks where I'm going to have breaks segmented. There could be some content like gameplay footage, or just little things that are maybe for fun, like videos of like I have my fish tank with my shrimps in it, things like that. Could interrupt it for like little mini morning animal care stuff, just to kind of, mix it up, make things feel sprinkled through. It's just more of a means of, frankly, getting myself to do it more often. And so my hope is that if I integrate it directly into my content creation schedule, it will be a more consistent form of self-care for not just people that are watching it, but for myself too, which we'll see. Habits and routines are kind of hard to stick for me, so I can't guarantee it's going to be every day, but I would like for it to be at least once a week. And if it goes well, then I'll find ways to incorporate into other parts of the day too, as often as I can. But I think shooting for anything more than that before seeing how mentally taxing it is after a couple weeks is going to ultimately crash and make it not be as successful as I would like it to. But I also have longer form content coming out that's like, I've been working on the Kermit robot, making a subservient Kermit robot. I've also been working on some challenges. You're watching one of them right now. Obviously, this is going to be far, far out into the future before this thing's ever going to see the light of day as an actual video. But I want to try and at least stream it more. Just to kind of establish that there's still things happening. This isn't like a dead zone channel. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, posting some Minecraft content if it doesn't overlap with stuff I'm already planning on. But, you know, we'll see. It's all really gonna depend. I know I want to get my my partner in on a YouTube video for me, so we're gonna see how long that takes to kind of show up. But you know, the hope and the theory is that it will be a relatively better flowing process this year. It has been an awful year. I'm not even gonna kid you guys. Where do I even start? We had car broke down. Almost had to relocate to a new house this last week here. Got ulcerative colitis last year, and it actually aggravated and became worse this year. And then we're on medication for that now. Almost went to the ER for a blood transfusion. Gosh, what else? My dog passed away like 2 weeks ago. It was like a whole thing. Not that one. He's fine. It's just, and then my grandma's in the hospital right now. It's been a very large chunk of very large and life-altering problems all kind of compounding in on themselves. And for what it's worth, my roommate, while being very maxed out on caregiver mode right now, which bless her, has been incredibly supportive up until now. It's just a matter of like the way things are going in life and just in general with how we're combining as a team is no longer the way that it's gonna be if we keep living together, if that makes sense. Like, the kind of people that we're becoming are not the kind of people that can reasonably live together safely after a certain extent, just purely because we've both got our own crap to work out, and it's just like it's directly clashing and contradicting each other's. And it's, you know, of course now he's not helping for sure. He's got some incontinence issues, which is why he's got the belly band on, and it's just not a conducive situation for anybody that's involved. There are some things that have happened in the last couple weeks that were definitely very unsettling, but they're not things that I'm actively as concerned about now as I was when I first was going through them. So there is that, which is nice to know. And at least for the next 4 months, I have an essence of something planned for like living and going forward from there. And then what happens from there is anyone's guess, including mine. I'm not really sure what that's going to mean, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But at least as far as right now goes, I'm in a very unique position where, you know, obviously he's hanging out with me for the weekend. I found some lodging arrangements for him when I'm not home. I found some arrangements for him while I am home, and I want him here for a little while. Things are going to get sorted out eventually. But in the meantime, I'm just going to try my best to create the content that I want to make and just slowly go from there. And my hope is that I can at least get over 100 subscribers, hopefully by the end of this coming year. Primarily the reason for that being, which by the way, we are over by 1, and I really want to sell that so that I don't have it sitting in my pocket. Reason being is because I would also love to stream more art as I'm drawing it on my iPad. Problem is, if you don't have more than 100 subscribers, you don't have access to mobile upload schedules, things like that. So it does become kind of like, I would love to do more art streams. I would love to show more of my art process and things like that. But physically being able to, I can't plug my iPad into my computer like you can for a drawing tablet. Logistically, technically, yes, but it doesn't really function like that. And then on top of that, my charging port is actually busted. So the fiddly little bits that I would have to hold it together with in order to keep it connected would involve me not even touching the iPad in the first place, which is not a great combination. And then if I do stream it, the way that I have to do it is I have to actually physically log in. I'm not even joking. I have to log in on my iPad and do screen record on Discord, right? And then I have to pull that up on a separate Discord account and then stream that to OBS. So I can record it, which is not ideal. And like, if you save a video of like a drawing in progress, that you can get, like Procreate will do like a time lapse, like here's what you drew and this is how fast you drew it. It doesn't really, like when you try to slow it down, it doesn't transfer incredibly well. The quality does kind of dip. So it's like, so like I could just do like a speed paint, but at the same time, I'd also love to just have streams where I draw and people could see that. So, you know, at the very least, if nothing else happens this year, I would love to see that become a possibility, but I'm not gonna keep my hopes up or my fingers crossed necessarily. I'm just gonna keep doing what I gotta do, and hopefully it does, but if not, I'm just gonna keep steadily chugging towards it, you know, because I like being able to do stuff like this, even if it's not gonna be a big flashy whatever. But let's see, so now enough of me being a whiny bitch. We're gonna go down here, and then I mapped it all the way up till exiting the gym, and now this would be the part where we go to the gym, and as you can see, I did this. So if you go, where are we at? You gotta go to the Pokemon Center, and then if you do this correctly, right? So tree routine until Pokemon Tech Center stops. So theoretically, we'd be standing right here, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. A, hold it down for 5 seconds. A, hold it down for 5 seconds. A, hold it down for 5 more seconds. And that's 3 of those, right? And now you would hit A, 5 more seconds, and then you go 1. Oh yeah, this is interesting. I've definitely got a little goofy, so I need to, because that's AA. Okay. Cool. Alright, let me try that again. Okay, so I have one of them in my party at least. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's my big thing. So we could just hit A till box open music. There we go, and then theoretically AA. So I'll show you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like deposit it. So this is how I fact check everything, by the way. Don't deposit that. So store that one in the box. Perfect. And then if we go up to withdraw. Okay, so here. This is where we go A, and then it would normally not just drop it, but there we go. And then we go boom. So A2. Okay. A, there we go. And so we're gonna do right times 1, A times 2, fucking moron. Okay. I am so sorry, everybody. Continue box operations. No, we're not gonna do that. You wanna know why? So I'm a dumb fuck. We're gonna... Nope, not you. This is what I was supposed to be doing this whole time. This is why I thought it was a little weird. Okay, so... So if you do this... 1... 2... And then you go... 3... 4... And it was down 2... A. So... To move Pokemon. A. There we go, right? Oops. A. 1. Oops. And then boom, boom. Times 2. Up 2. 2. Left. Times 2. Think. Yep. A times 1. Times 2. 1, 2. Don't really know how all that got there anymore. Times 2. Box. Slot 1. And then see now if we hit right once. A twice. Up twice. A once. B. Now Bulbasaur's in slot 2. Go. It's like a whole thing. And then... Yeah, so it was... Oop. There's B. 1, 2... A2. Up 2. A3. And now that's all accurate. So this is why I'm doing this. It's all patchwork shit. And then B, 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 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, ta-da! Okay, so this is where I actually have to start typing again. Lovely. We're gonna want to get rid of that, and so now we're gonna go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. And the gym music will make it very clear where we are. So if I somehow can't figure it out at that point, I shouldn't even be playing this game anymore. But we are fine for now. And then because there is that gap up there, I'm going to test and see if it makes a little thump sound. Does not make a thump sound. That's kind of a bummer. Oops. Alright, well, we're going to say that we went up 3 times to guarantee that we hit that wall. Go to the right once. 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 4. Trainer. Battle. That. Now. Not retainer. Thank you very much. We can go from here. So, it's all new data. Swimmer Luis? Who's to say? We got Horsey at level 16. We're about the right level. 1. Okay, so we're gonna do A times 1. Yeah, well, we're gonna hit A again anyway, so just say A till faints? Question mark? Eh. That's a lot of Leers. That's pretty scary. Smarter Man would have Bulbasaur at the front, but generally speaking, the first battle I lead with a non-type advantage Pokemon because their AI is usually a little bit more delicate, and it's a good opportunity to get gym experience. No, it's expensive to trade out Shelter level 16. That's the last Pokemon that he has, I think. And then A times faint. Because we are likely going to faint before this thing is going to. Because it has incredibly great physical defense, and I don't have that. Icicle Spear. Okay, I don't remember that. That's actually new to me, so... Looks like the ice equivalent of Bullet Seed. Or Fury Swipes, actually. Are we literally gonna brute force it with Spearow? I hope not. Oh, Confusion. I was kind of hoping, but there we go. Might just kill myself in Confusion. That'd be awesome. Just like every time else in life, I've had moments like that. Okay. Yippee! Tried but didn't succeed. I'm still here. So now music. Back. And we're gonna go X for 1. And then we're gonna go, because remember we were checking our bag. But last time we did this. So I have to make sure that we don't do that. I was pretty sure it'll do it again. So for those of you that are not in the know, when you open your menu in Pokemon, it'll only restore to the last tab that you opened, in this case the bag. If you happen to save your game, you can then proceed to shut your game off and it'll reset back to the top. So just know, if you try this on your own, try your best to either finish it in one sitting or remember what you had your menu on when you've last left off. It's not going to reset if you don't, so. Alright, now I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do this, because I don't think, according to my notes, when was the last time that I changed my team? Would have been when Spear was leading the party, which would mean that I was at Pokemon. That doesn't change if you use the box. So X1 would actually be A. And now A. And then down by 1. A again. And then right. There's 1, because we want to switch over to Pesto. Hit A. And then B times 3. 1, 2, 3 for good luck. It ensures that you never accidentally shortchange yourself on moves and then end up stuck in the menu loop for like a million years. 1, 2. I'm gonna say right times 4, because I can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can only assume it brought us to the end, yes. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. When I have access to a wall, that's what I do. Overshoot it by 1 or 2 steps. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a trainer battle will always trigger there, which means we can never accidentally miss her, which is great. 4. That'll let me know that I've gone the right way. Ah! No! There we go. Now. Yeah, I gotta train up in the... Oh, no, I forgot to do that route. Oh, fuck, okay. So I have to beat the Nugget Bridge guy and all that. So we'll beat the trainers in here for now. Good practice, because I don't see a world where we're gonna win that. That's level 19. could win this. I don't think we will, but that'd be kind of funny. We just need like a crit, I think. Oh, or you could just not use horn attack. It didn't. Oh, please tell me that happens in the real game too. That'd be so freaking cool. Okay. Ta-da! And that actually will get it to evolve, which will be really nice because then it will be twice as not affected by some of the stuff up in the next route. Flying moves will still be super effective, but they will be nerfed a little bit, which will be nice. Yippee! Alright, so then A times till faint, and then, you know, if Pokemon need to die or whatever, I know how to do that, so I'm not gonna bother. And then we'll go A, or B a bunch of times, B times till Evo sound, A times, we're not gonna risk that, A times till, whoa, the whole computer system went down, oh my god, that was freakish. Bear with me. What happened there? Do not like that. Well, we're gonna do that. Bring that back. Straight up think the game froze, and that would be kind of funny with an asterisk. I think it's just the feed, so let's get rid of that. Bring it on back. There we go. And then I have something for this. Oh, that's broken too. Don't worry, I got it fixed. Alright, properties. We're gonna warp that. Okay. I think that's better. So my audio was gone. So everything that I just said doesn't matter at all. You can ignore it. So nothing was missed audio-wise. It was just me bitching, which is fun. And probably for the best because I said a few curse words. So okay. Oh yeah, obligatory. I'm gonna lean as far away from the mic as I can, but I have one person that's watching the stream that I know is gonna love to hear from me with this, so it's gonna be audio warning. 3, 2, 1. You are welcome, friend. You know exactly who the fuck you are. Do anything magical or special, but it's gonna get stabbed, so. Just gonna make sure. I got like about 5 texts from people panicking, being like, you have no fucking audio, dude. And one person trying to ask if I want turmeric root, so that's kinda cool. For anyone that might be curious, I guess, yes, I do. Want turmeric root. It's good for your inflammation, for your joints. It's also just healthy for you in general. And then we're gonna do... And then we're gonna hit... come on. Like that. This is gonna go... Ta-da! See? If I had audio on my end, maybe I could hear the cues, but I have to watch the screen. At least for now. I really hope that doesn't actually... Oh no, I really hope that doesn't happen to me in the actual gameplay. Oh, yeah. I'll have to have a contingency plan for that. That's actually a little terrifying. Whoops. And that... Level 18. That means I'll also know what moves I'm learning. It's fantastic! Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I need a beverage, and a lot of people here probably want a break. Because as fun as this is a lot of me, and it's a lot of my face. So, we're gonna go ahead and take a brief 20-ish minute stream break, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Okay. Adjustments. because it does not want to loop is the problem, so we're gonna fix that. There's a lot of stuff that I wish had been able to stick, but when it crashed it didn't do the thing, so. fun. So I took myself for a little walk as a treat. Oh, you remember that was back. Hi. Where's my nanny? Is my nanny anything good? There you go. Like that. She's like, don't touch your peasant. Hi. You can't come up here. No. There is a barrier now. You should bet. That's what every dog on the planet has done since the dawn. Okay. Needy boy. Needy boy. You know what? It's probably best that you show the people your face, because then they know who they're buying ugly stickers of. Come here. Oh, thank you. So this is Joey. He's my needy bastard child. Thanks for yawning like that. It really does cement what kind of dog you are. Can you turn? Oh, okay. Hi. This is, I love this. Yes, I know. So this is, I'm gonna turn you. I want the people to see you. Yeah, so this is Joey. Yeah, he's my amazing special guy. Emphasis on special. He's got lots of medical issues that we're still reining in. Primary of which just being his teeth, because right now he smells like a pocket of garbage. And his incontinence issues, which are more behavioral, but what we got? Go on. Be a grown-up dog. Yeah. And yeah, no, so he's the one that will be moving with me when I eventually do move out, in addition to critters in the front, on the windowsill, back there. And now he's eating garbage. Joey! You don't eat garbage. You're a dog. I know we joke about you being a possum, but even they don't eat garbage. So, like, what are we up to? Are you throwing a tantrum? He's throwing a tantrum. So I'm walking out. He's gonna watch this. The second I call him, he's gonna just come right back over here. Joey, come! Come here! You can be on my lap again. He goes, I don't know. I think I'd rather eat garbage. Case in point. I'm not gonna let you eat garbage here. Just make intense zoom in. Hi. We're all close and personal now. Here. Have this instead. There's a whole chewy just for dogs. Yeah, there you go. That's for you. Eat that instead of trash, please. Or you can come up again. What? Tantrum. He has not one, not two, but 3 other chews. Will you eat any of them? Oh, we want that one. There you go. Where's this one? Is it not exciting if I'm not holding on to it? There you go. You got options. Where were we? We were going to switch up games at some point tonight, so we'll probably do that here shortly. We gotta get the logistics figured out on that one and how we're gonna do that, so man, around 5:30 I think is probably where we'll call it for the day. Not really thinking I have much more to do with you guys today, just because I'm gonna keep it kind of low-key. I got some stuff I gotta catch up on and some video stuff I gotta process, but let's do this actually. We're gonna hit save. And we are going to do that, actually. We're going to switch things up a little bit. And double save because I'm paranoid. headphones another shot. And that's updating, so we'll give it a second. A spicy moment, you might say. That's a super fucking long loading screen. I can show you what I grabbed from the store. Got me a cherry Pepsi, not sponsored. Too late for that anyway. I have something called ulcerative colitis, which means that just drinking this is about to kill me. But I love the taste, and frankly, it's a special occasion, so why not? You settled back in. Aw, he's such a good boy. Look at him. He's such a good boy. Get some Minecraft hours in. There we go. Ooh, they changed the icon. I don't know if I like that very much, but... No, we'll use me. I think that's where I have all my cool stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, they put baby mobs in the game. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so... let's create a new world. And we're gonna shrink me down a little bit, I think. I mean, we gotta... and we're gonna scooch me over here. Showy, stop eating garbage. I mean, it's just paper. Like, it's not gonna hurt you, but... Intelligence is lost on the stupid. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's use our target stick, shall we? Oh, wow, it loaded so late. Holy shit. Yeah, a little too late for that. Target stick, touch. Yeah, good boy. I use this sometimes because I watched a zoo trainer do it once, and it worked on him because he's also technically kind of a sea lion. So, oops. There we go. Got a little spot for it. Hi. You want to come play Minecraft with me? Yeah, you're not old enough to play with the controllers yet, but you can be up on my lap. Come here. Come here. You can be up here. Come on, come on. Are you gonna jump on the bed? Okay. Ooh, did we start where I think we did? Oh, that's nice. Okay. First things first, our clock has struck 20 minutes. So basically, when I'm playing this, it's with the intention of being able to finish parts of a Minecraft world in 20 minutes or less, to coincide with the series that I have going past that point. So this is kind of my recording, I suppose. We're going to start recording from here. These trees are always so tall. They're always so dang tall. Alright, so we're definitely in the jungle, but like, ooh, stop playing. But like, where though, is the question. Oh, chicken. It's like a combo bamboo forest type situation, I guess, so that's what I'm gonna call it. Hello. No, don't. He's trying to jump on the desk. I'm not gonna let you. Come on. On your bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. I'm being sassed silently. Here. We're done. It's all fluffed. Uh-oh. I shook it out. Oh no, all your digs are gone. You're gonna have to play catch up. Oh no. Is that an angry one or is that a regular one? I don't know. Go. Got ourselves hollowed out. And in 5 minutes, no less. Roughly. Joey, don't do it. And there we go. That's one night of Minecraft done. And that's where I gotta carve it for now. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. And with that, I'm also going to stop the rest of the stream as well. Everyone who turned out tonight, thank you very much. I know it was a lot to ask of everyone to pull aside an entire weekend, so even if you just spent a couple hours just chilling out with me, still really cool. Thank you very much. I'm going to go have some private time now, and hopefully tomorrow night I will get back to more stuff. So.